What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JellyGoonTv. Welcome back to all my beautiful viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to this beautiful channel. Today we have another video, but before we get to that, I want to say please do watch the ads on these videos in order to support your favorite YouTuber and support me with new content, new material, things, new everything, so we can make the channel much better. Anyway, today we have another video. We're going to react to the greatest escape in U.S. military history. And this is Korean War Battle of Chosin Reservoir, whatever that is. So, it's going to be fun to see. So, this is the greatest escape in U.S. military history. So, they escaped, they basically retreated, or they escaped. Yeah, okay. I think they did. Anyway, it's morning. I woke up. It's not really morning, but I just woke up. So, my words are kind of fucked up right now. Sorry, my brain is messed up. But let's just get into this, man. I love it. Let's go. Oh. He's running.
The Battle of Chosin Reservoir marked a prominent moment in the Korean War. During the 17 days of fierce battle amidst freezing weather, 30,000 UN command troops were surrounded by 120,000 People's Volunteer Army soldiers from China. These men were under direct orders from Mao Zedong to destroy the UN's forces. The US troops found themselves in the middle of the harshest winter recorded during the war. They were out of supplies, and their guns had frozen.
What?
Desperate for artillery, they placed their hope for survival on an artillery airdrop. But to their surprise, the one such drop contained nothing but Tootsie Rolls. The Chinese had the US 10th Corps trapped, or so they thought. However, the US would ultimately pull off a daring breakout to accomplish, quote, the greatest evacuation movement by sea in US military history.
Really?
The battle has since become even more legendary, thanks to tales about how the Tootsie Rolls actually saved the US soldiers.
The Tootsie Rolls, really? Oh, I thought it was a joke. I thought you made a joke, brother. Never mind, man. Tootsie Rolls saved
Chinese
American soldiers. That's crazy shit right there. I like that.
It seemed like the Korean War would soon end to the benefit of the UN and South Korea. Key battles were going the UN's way, such as the successful landing at Incheon by the American 10th Corps, the counteroffensive to the Prussian perimeter offensive by the 8th Army, and the rapid overrunning of the North Korean People's Army. The UN forces were advancing into North Korea, hoping to set up a reunification before the end of 1950. Yet this was not without complications. The UN forces were separated into two groups in the north, due to the country being split by its central and impassable Taebaek Mountains. The 8th Army had to tread on via the western coast.
Oh, so they've been at war.
First Corps and the
Let
US.
me pause here. I actually didn't know America and North Korea actually went to war. I'm sorry about that, but I thought it was something new. You see, us young people, we don't really understand. I'm 25, but still young. I don't really understand that we've been at war with North Korea. I never really seen that. Never really seen that in my life, so I have no idea, man. That's some crazy stuff right there. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's go.
10th Corps took the eastern shores. On October 19th of that year, after warning the UN multiple times, the People's Republic of China entered the Korean War by sending soldiers of the People's Volunteer Army into North Korea. One of the first Chinese military units to arrive at the Chosin Reservoir was the 42nd Corps, which was assigned to halting the eastern UN advance. In response, the U.S. 1st Marine Division of the 10th Corps landed at U.S.A. on the east coast, taking the Chinese by surprise.
Oh shit.
It almost immediately started fighting the defending
the
124th
Chinese
Division of the PVA on November 2nd. By the 6th, the PVA's 42nd Corps ordered the division to retreat north towards the reservoir so that the UN forces would follow. General Douglas MacArthur ordered the 8th Army to launch its Home by Christmas offensive due to the onslaught of sudden Chinese attacks. He saw the Chinese intervention and the changing landscape of the war as, quote, one of the most offensive acts of international lawlessness of historic record.
Really?
In support of this offensive, MacArthur had the 10th Corps attack from the west of the Chosin Reservoir to cut the supply line between Manpojin, Kangye, and Huichon. Major General Edward M. Almond, the commander of the 10th Corps, formulated a plan of attack on November 21st. He would have the 1st U.S. Marine Division advance west. Simultaneously, the 7th Infantry Division would protect the right flank, and the 3rd Infantry Division protected the left and rear of the formation. At that point, the 10th Corps was spread out through a thin 400-mile front.
That's crazy, man. 400 miles front.
When Mao Zedong received news of the Marine landing at U.S.A., he ordered the immediate destruction of the UN forces in a message sent by telegraph. At Mao's request, the formidable PVA 9th Army was quickly sent to North Korea on November 10th, a move that went undetected.
Man, that's a lot of North Koreans, man. The Chinese too?
They penetrated the Chosin Reservoir area on the 17th.
I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on.
The Chosin Reservoir was a sparsely populated area around an artificial lake to the northeast of Korea. In its original language,
oh, so all of that is mountains?
Shangxin.
Shit!
But the name Chosin, used in the West to refer to the conflict, comes from a mistaken Japanese pronunciation.
Oh, so
the
you
UN
made a
forces
mistake.
adopted it because they were using outdated Japanese maps. On the other side, Official Chinese sources referred to the battle as the eastern part of the second phase campaign. The battle was fought mainly around a 78-mile road connecting the reservoir with Hongnam, which was the only retreat channel for the United Nations forces.
Okay.
The road had been created by cutting through hills and rough terrain with steep drops and climbs. The quality was less than ideal, and was no more than a lane of gravel at some points.
Let me pause here. Imagine how cold it must have been, man. Imagine how many times the mountains are there, and you just look at the mountains, and you're like, holy shit, that must be a horrible atmosphere. Like, it's so fucking cold that even your guns is freezing, man. That's some crazy shit right there. That's some next level Russian shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's some next level Russian winter shit, man. Holy fuck. But I'm still surprised that America went to war with North Korea. Of course, China. China always push balls with America, but damn, that's crazy. Let's go.
As if the conditions weren't difficult enough, the coldest winter experience during the war was on its way.
Yeah, now we need to talk about it, right?
Area and making the terrain difficult to tread on. Further than the already lousy weather, November 14th marked the arrival
No,
of
but they have crazy weather over there, man. I gotta say, they have crazy weather. Look at that.
Celsius, or minus 36 degrees Fahrenheit.
Damn, oh hell no. I just stay at home and die.
The ground froze solid, increasing the likelihood of frostbite, causing weapon malfunctions and leaving ice on the roads. The army's supplies froze as well, with morphine syrettes.
I just wouldn't be worried about weapon malfunction, you know what I mean?
Some medical supplies were temporarily ruined, such as blood plasma, which became useless once turned to ice.
Oh, come on, man.
Batteries also struggled to function in the low temperature, making radios and vehicles challenging to handle.
Yeah.
The gun lubrication froze many weapons, and the springs on the firing pins would not hit hard enough to shoot, or they would jam.
Damn.
The Tootsie Roll drop.
What's with the Tootsie Roll shit?
Soldiers committed by the U.S. 10th Corps and the UN forces were under intense stress and facing an uphill battle when 120,000 Chinese soldiers launched their attack at the Chosin Reservoir. The Corps, commandeered by Major General Edward Almond, was freezing and in desperate need of supplies.
So they got Tootsie Rolls, really?
By Major Oliver
Come
P.
on,
Smith,
brother.
were facing an equally dire situation and in need of more bullets. Badly outnumbered, the coalition forces had earned the nickname, quote, the Chosen Few.
You're gonna fight with Tootsie Rolls. Come on,
the coalition submitted an airdrop request with the codename Tootsie Rolls, the artillery necessary for their survival. They were shocked to discover that the packages actually contained nothing more than actual Tootsie Rolls. However, the candy ended up being extremely useful. When frozen, the Tootsie Rolls could be used to patch bullet holes and fix their equipment.
What?
The sugar also jolted the starving troops. Milton Walker.
Yo, that's some crazy stuff right there, man.
Recalled the incident, stating, quote, that was what most of us survived on for food for the 3 weeks.
Tootsie Rolls! Are you fucking kidding me?
The U.S. and UN forces were able to attempt a breakout from the Chinese encirclement.
They used some Tootsie Rolls. Come on, brother.
The Battle of Chosin Reservoir.
Let me pause here. Imagine you having a company that is a candy company, I guess. It's a candy company. And I don't know if it's like cake or whatever it is. It's candy, I guess. But fucking Tootsie Rolls, you saved the war. You saved American troops. You saved America. You're the fucking war hero over here, man. Shit. Tootsie Rolls. Really? Fucking Tootsie Rolls. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
At nightfall on November 27th, the Chinese People's Volunteer Army conducted attacks and ambushes along the road from Kotori and Chosin. The Marines defending at U.S.A were surrounded and attacked by the Chinese as well. One of the PVA divisions struck the road between Hagaru-ri and U.S.A, cutting off the line of communication between the forces of the two areas. Caught by surprise, the UN forces were utterly isolated. As the battle raged in freezing conditions at U.S.A,
well, you have Tootsie Rolls, so never mind that.
Two companies defending the road.
America got you, son.
Thanks to the success of the aggressive assault,
you a fucking
the
Tootsie
Company
Rolls.
retreated. Captain William E. Barber's Fox Company was left standing alone on an isolated hill that looked over Tuktung Pass. This vital section would cement either side's control of the road.
Why do they still have cameras
the Marines
on
launched
them?
several
That's
failed
nice.
efforts to rescue the
I like
Fox
that.
Company, putting a significant dent in the Chinese forces. However, ultimately, Captain William E. Barber's company was left to deal with the situation by themselves. Fox Company managed to hold the position for 5 days with artillery support from Hagaru-ri and a few Marine Corsair F-4U fighter planes.
Damn nice. I like that.
They were under constant attack
Napalm,
by the
I don't
Chinese.
like that. That's crazy. Napalm.
The Chinese belatedly realized that the bulk of the U.S.
Drop some
forces were
fucking
stationed
Tootsie
in
Rolls,
Hagaru-ri,
homie.
and that their garrison was twice as strong as they had previously believed. Because
Drop
of
the
this,
Tootsie
Song
Rolls.
considered all further attacks pointless.
You see
and
the
ordered his
enemies
Ninth Army
flee.
to redirect its primary efforts towards Hagaru-ri and Sinhongni.
Gotta get the
Forces at
Tootsie
U.S.A
Rolls, man.
got
Come on,
some
I
rest
can't
between
get over
November
that
28th
shit.
and 30th.
Fucking Tootsie Rolls.
On the Western Korean front, the U.S. 8th Army was forced to fully retreat from the Battle of the Chungcheon River, which started with surprise attacks on November 25th.
Better watch where you're going,
The
brother.
PVA successfully struck the 8th Army's right flank, which allowed them to position themselves at the UN forces' rear.
Damn.
MacArthur ordered the withdrawal of the U.S. 10th Corps to the port of Hongnam. In response, Lieutenant Raymond L. Murray and Colonel Homer L. Litzenberg issued an order requiring the troops to break out from U.S.A. to Hagaru-ri on the 30th.
Damn.
General Oliver P. Smith reportedly stated at the time, quote, "Retreat? Hell, we're not retreating. We're just advancing in a different direction." The Marines assembled a convoy.
I like this motherfucker. That's awesome, man.
They conducted their attack in the direction of Fox Company, still stranded by itself, so that they could all march through the road at Toktan Pass.
That's definitely American set, man. That's American spirit right there.
The Marines engaged the People's Volunteer Army again, with the Marines forced to dig in on slopes between peaks and trails to attack the Chinese defenders. The PVA returned attacks on Uramni as one of their divisions headed for Kotori. The PVA struck at night with such force that night fighter planes had to be called in to cover their rear forces and fend off the attacks.
Damn.
The fighting continued until dawn on the 2nd.
Woo!
It only truly stopped once all the Marines had withdrawn from the area. By then, the Chinese forces were considerably diminished at Udamni and Hagaru-ri. Song Shi-mun
we got that chewing gum, then you know it's serious, man.
Near Funchilin Pass to destroy
the
the central
Tootsie
Fredway
Rolls.
Bridge. They hoped this obstacle would allow the remaining PVA forces to reunite and catch up to the retreating UN forces. To overcome the problem of the destroyed passage, the U.S. 314th Troop Carrier Wing provided C-119 flying boxcars to drop portable bridge sections by parachute.
Okay, I thought they brought more Tootsie Rolls.
Finally arrived at the Hungnam evacuation perimeter on the night of December 11th.
Call it the Tootsie one.
The Hungnam evacuation.
Okay. The Hungnam.
By the time the UN forces arrived at the port city of Hungnam, General Douglas MacArthur had already given the evacuation order for the U.S. 10th Corps. Subsequently, the U.S. would conduct an evacuation deemed one of the greatest, if not the greatest, in U.S. military history, sometimes called, quote, the Christmas Miracle. 193 ships arrived at the port to carry away coalition troops, their heavy equipment, and about a third of the Korean refugees in the area. One of the involved vessels, the SS Meredith Victory, was only assigned to carry 12 people, but left the port with 14,000 refugees on board.
Damn!
After the last United Nations unit departed on December 24th, the port was destroyed.
They need some Tootsie Rolls.
The People's Volunteer Army entered Hungnam the following morning, signaling a new phase in the Korean War.
Damn. That's some crazy shit right there. That's some next level movie shit. God damn, they use Tootsie Rolls though? Shit, I can't get over that. I'm sorry, man. Let me pause here. I can't get over that shit. Look, it's a beautiful video, man. I really do enjoy this guy a lot, man. The way that he tells the story, the way that he's so into the story. So go down in the link down below and check the hell out of this guy, because this is awesome, man. Really awesome. But fucking Tootsie Roll? Really, America? That's what you got for your soldiers. Fucking Tootsie Rolls. Are you kidding me? That's the most dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But it helped them. I mean, it helped them. It made them survive. It made them actually... I thought like they used it as bullets. But apparently they didn't. They used it as wounds or something. Tootsie Rolls. The fuck? That's some weird shit. I just have to say, man. That's some weird shit. Anyway, man. That's the Americans for you, man. They ride or die bitches. That's why. They ride or die, man. They do what they have to do, man. I like the way the commander just said, like, we're retreating. We're not retreating. We're just advancing in another direction. 100% true. 100% true, sorry, yeah. Because they doing that. They're not retreating. America never retreats. That's what they say. Anyway, guys and girls, if you like this video, I really want to hear your opinion. So please comment down below what your opinion is about this. Fucking Tootsie Roll. Do you love them? Do you hate them? What is going on? Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Roll. This is not sponsored by Tootsie Rolls. Definitely not. Anyway, guys and girls, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. It'd be massively appreciated. And if you really want to support this channel, we almost at 8,000 subscribers. So it'd be massively appreciated if you would. Subscribe and hit that notification button to get updated on the newest videos to come to this channel. You become a member of the JellyGoon Squad. What more can you wish for, brother? Anyway, brothers and sisters, I'm going to see you later. Peace. Fucking Tootsie Rolls. Cheese.